brand new show, Industry Insider. It's a brand new show called the Industry Insider Show. Big up to everybody that is watching. Don't forget though to like and subscribe the channel. Go onto YouTube, type in Industry Insider Ms Tempz and hit that subscribe button. Lots happening on the show today, including the top 10 most social charts. So there's been a lot happening then across social media, like I said, when it comes to Duchavelli. Let me know what you think, what you thought about the video. Let me know your comments and do that on the Industry Insider's YouTube page. And don't forget to like and subscribe. The #1 channel for industry information, for reviews, for interviews, for the hottest music videos, for insights into the industry. It's all here with me, your girl, Ms Tempz, on Industry Insider. It's the new UK home of legendary record label Def Jam Recordings. Universal launches a new UK label, 0207 Def Jam. Industry executives and brothers Alex and Alec Boateng, the new label marks a significant partnership with Def Jam. This is an amazing opportunity for the UK to really have something of substance when it comes to hip hop. Although we have some of the greatest UK hip hop rappers, has there been for a long time something like this that can help push, promote, support our UK hip hop industry? So 0207 Def Jam is the new home of the legendary record label Def Jam Recordings. Jeff Harleston, who's the interim chairman and the CEO of Def Jam Recordings, said it's a perfect fit having Alex and Alec at the home of 020 Def Jam. Here at Industry Insider, we want to salute Def Jam Recordings and 020 Def Jam UK. This is what the UK hip hop industry has been waiting for. Def Jams has brought their record label overseas to the UK. They've even respected 0207 because they've recognised that as part of the hip hop culture in the UK, London has played a massive part. So to all artists, especially those with a hip hop background, those that have been for years grinding, writing, doing shows, possibly this may be one of the best opportunities you may come up against because they're willing to invest, they're willing to support, and they're willing to do what it takes for their label Def Jam Recordings in the UK to continue to hold that flag. So we want to salute Def Jam Recordings from Industry Insider. We have lots of things coming up on the show. It's all here on Industry Insider. It's Ms Tempz right now here live with RAKIM.
Yes, ma'am. What's good? What's good?
Just witnessed what you've just done on stage and I'm absolutely blown away.
Thank you, man. Thank you. You know what I mean? It means a lot to come over here and get this love and you know, from you, somebody that's monitoring hip hop over here and showing them what it is, and you know, for you to come through and appreciate like that, man, make me feel, you know, like I did what I do, you know?
Definitely did what you do. It was an absolute honor. Like, I wasn't expecting what I've just witnessed on the stage. From beginning to end, the show was flawless.
Thank you. No,
Every single word was just out there. The crowd was just going absolutely crazy.
See, that you know, that mean a lot, you know what I mean, when you get that response from the crowd, but you know, at the same time when you execute what you're trying to do, like that's me and Check, my DJ, that's our whole, you know, our whole goal, to get out there and project this the way it's supposed to be put out there. You know what I mean? It ain't too many bells and whistles with my show. It's just me out there, my DJ behind me, and we just get out there and do what we do. So, you know, we appreciate when people, you know, respect the realness. Well done.
One thing, RAKIM, I could feel just the love and the passion for hip hop just literally just seeping out of you when you're on the stage.
Thank you. Hold up.
Is that just a part of your entities?
No doubt, you know what I mean? I kind of live for this, you know what I mean? And you know, to get that response from the crowd is really, you know, the best part of this right here. You know, when you sit in the house for hours or sit in the room for hours writing rhymes, the main thing on your mind is the listeners, you know what I mean? The crowd. If it's, you know, if you're thinking of a show, a concert, or if you're just thinking of somebody buying your cassette, sitting in the crib, or buying your CD, sitting in the crib and you know, blasting it out. It just, you know what I mean? It drives you to do what you do. So, you know what I mean? It make it what it is.
In terms of hip hop, it was so alive today. Like, as a hip hop DJ myself, I'm always trying to spread the message, spread the word. Hip hop may be in a coma, but it's still there, it's still alive. And it was definitely in the building tonight at Rescue Rooms. Do you feel that hip hop is alive worldwide, or are we fighting this cause continuously?
Nah, I think what's going on is the listeners is conscious now. We understand, you know, how powerful this genre is. We don't want to see it get watered down, you know what I mean? And it's almost like a warning shot, because, you know, for myself to come through Nottingham and to get that love, that let me know hip hop is still alive, you know what I mean? But it's just good that the listeners is conscious that if we don't do something that, yeah, this could be a turning point where, you know, from this point we listening to pop rap instead of, you know what I mean, or techno rap instead of what we trying to, you know what I mean? So let's be aware, let's keep the, you know, the public aware that, you know, they control the destination of hip hop, because, you know, if they say yay or nay, is what it is. If I get on stage and I throw on a record and the crowd sit there and look at me and don't say a word, I ain't even gotta tell my DJ now, he gonna take that shit off. I mean, excuse my language, but and that's what, you know, we need for the listeners and the consumer to dictate hip hop, so that, you know, it becomes the artists obeying the fans again. You know what I mean? And not the other way around. So let's get it popping, man. It ain't dead, it could be, but let's stay conscious, knowing that, you know, it's a heartbeat away.
Yeah.
Hold up.
And hip hop is a feeling, it's a passion, it's a drive, it's a lifestyle.
Yes, ma'am.
And, you know, you bigged up the graffiti artists, the MCs, the DJs, you know, there's a whole element that makes up hip hop.
Yes, ma'am. And all of them are important, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
It's like b-boying is just as important as rhyming, because, like, you know, I don't know, man, but to myself, when I say b-boys, it means something to me, you know what I mean? B-girls, that's like the ultimate hip-hop head, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, we need that. You know, I love when I go to shows and I see the, you know, the poppers and the break dancers out there, you know, doing their thing. It's like, you know, it almost feel like some kind of reunion where you got all the elements in the house, you know what I mean? So, you know, let's keep it alive, man. Hold up.
Do you feel that hip hop has changed from your era of hip hop to today's hip hop?
No doubt, big time. And that's because, you know, the tables turn, you know what I mean? You know, hip hop is young in a lot of places now, you know what I mean? So you gotta respect that. You know, years ago in the Bronx when it was young, it was nursery rhymes, you know what I mean? So now, you know, it's in certain places and it's blowing in a lot of places, and, you know, the majority rules. So if it's down south or if it's in the Midwest or wherever it's at, and, you know, they young with it, then yeah, we gonna get that young rap. But it's up to everybody to keep the scale where we understand what the foundation of hip hop is. It's okay for a young artist to come out and, you know what I mean, you might have a little, you know, fun with it. It may not be what we do, but if we still have our, you know, our scale where we got that real hip hop over here, that other hip hop won't even matter. You know what I mean? So everybody got to play a part, from the record labels to the radio stations to the artists to the fans, where we keep that balance. And it's okay for, you know, young artists to come out and make a rap song, as long as we got thorough artists with substance that can still make a hip hop song.
Yeah.
So. Hold up, let's keep it balanced.
From New York, is there a massive difference to what things was talking 10, 20 years ago? You got people freestyling in the street.
Hold up.
You know, you got the passion for it then. Is it still like that in New York now?
It's still, you still got, you know, the kids is mad passionate about rhyming. But I think it's just, we're a little caught up with the direction of New York rap right now.
Okay.
And, you know, partially you can blame that on the masses, because the young rappers today, when they hear a certain form on the radio, they think they gotta make the same kind of record.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if it's a radio-friendly record, then you got 98% of rappers trying to get on the radio, which is smart, because, you know, it's your livelihood, you know what I mean? If you trying to, you know, become a successful artist, the main thing you want to do is get your song played on the radio. But that's where we start getting into the, you know, what kind of form are we, representing now? Is it the true school? Is it you know, underground hip hop? Is it rap? Is it techno rap? So the rap is still there, but we just gotta make sure that you know, we still got our, you know, true rappers. You know, you need a little consciousness. You need some of that, you know, the element where we know, okay, that sounds like the, you know, where hip hop originated from. That's that grimy hip hop. So, you know, we got to make sure we keep you know, all the elements involved, and I mean, you know, lyrical elements and, you know, musical and things of that nature. But, you know, everything kind of, you know, helps the other. So make sure that we you know, for my New York listeners out there, man, that's writing, make sure that y'all don't get deterred from what y'all want to be. Don't let the record label tell you you're supposed to make radio-friendly songs. Make what you feel, you know what I mean? Make what's from your heart, and then hopefully a couple of those will become radio songs, something they can play on the radio. But don't shoot to make a radio song. Make what's from your heart and let them sort out what you did and let them do what they want.
Yeah, because hip hop, it's an art form. It's about flows, it's placement, it's patterns, and I think a lot of people have definitely lost that, like you said. You know, they want their PRS, they want to get paid off radio. And that's why I educate people with your songs, because you are the master, and without your lyrics and the songs that you put out and the albums, Fearing Munchers, Most Defs, Eminems, they just would not exist, because they've had to follow your formula to be the lyricists that they are today.
That's love right there, you know what I mean? And, you know, to hear that, you know, that's one of the things that keep me going as well. To know, to influence the consumer is one thing, but when you influence your peers, especially in the rap game, how, you know, it's so hard to get respect from your peers in the rap game. So, you know, to do that, man, and to, you know, influence my peers is like, you know, a blessing in the rap game. So.
Because you actually started as a drummer, right?
Well, I played the saxophone. Yeah. Played the saxophone when I was a little kid in school, and, you know, every little kid, you know, you get in the music room, you play your instrument, then after you finish, you put that down and go get on the drums. Get off the drums! So, you know, one of them things, but yeah, you know, I love the drums, and, you know, the sax was my microphone back then, you know what I mean? And like learning how to play the sax, learning how to read music, learning music, it gave me a deep understanding of rap music, you know what I mean? Like a lot of my flows, I was trying to mimic sax solos, John Coltrane, yeah, you know what I mean? Like the rhythms they was using, I was dropping words in them rhythms, and you know what I mean? So, you know, big up to, you know, the jazz roots and, you know, real music instruments. And, you know, if you a rapper, don't think, you know, picking up an instrument is corny, man. You can kind of, you know, get a better grasp on learning music. And, you know, it just makes you that more informed about music, you know what I mean? So get as deep as you can, man. Yeah. Because a lot of people feel that, you know, the rap genre, we don't get a lot of credit for what we doing. They feel it's rap music or whatever, but you know what I mean, you got people that really, you know, put time and blood, sweat and tears in this, man. And you know, don't get it twisted, you don't have to pick up an instrument in order to be a musician. So, you know, let's do it, let's show this hip hop is what it is, man. Hold up.
Is it true on the back of Paid in Full, there's a picture of
the real 50 Cent?
No doubt.
Yeah?
No doubt.
Wow.
Word up. My man Preem over there, 4 Green. You know, that was his brother on the cover too, with the big dookie cables, and you know what I mean? My man here, he been around since day one, but he never like taking pictures and shit. But yeah, man, it's you know the New York Connect, man. You know, it was crazy, and you know I got a chance to come up around, you know, some of the elders that New York has seen or heard about, and you know just experiencing some of the things that was going on just made me a deeper and you know just an iller and more ferocious lyricist, man. So you can blame that on, you know, some of the cats that was on the album cover. You know what I mean? Just, you know what I mean, just made everything right, man. Just, you know, all the pieces to the puzzle was there, and you know it just popped off.
Is there any European or is there any artists that you know of that you're feeling, that you're listening to?
Yeah, right now, man, I just got finished listening to my man G.O.A.T, man, blow off like, you know, 2,000 bars up in the bang bang, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? We just, you know what I mean, we connecting right now. But yeah, man, it's a blessing to see that you know, it's big over here. And they going at it the way they supposed to, you know what I mean? When you know, you come halfway across the world and it's like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, alright. So, you know, keep doing what you do, you know what I mean? And for all the other rappers and the artists out here, man, you know, it's a beautiful thing coming from where we came from, where it started in basements and you know what I mean, and little rooms and shit like that. Excuse my language. We always hoped that it would be big.
Yeah.
So when you come all the way over across seas and you hear artists rhyming just the way, you know, we rhyme back in New York, that lets you know that it's official now, it's in full bloom, and the world love it.
Excellent. Is there future plans to work with Premier?
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. We were supposed to link up before I came out, but I was running around and he's doing a couple projects now as well. But as soon as I get back and start on another album, man, I definitely want to get them elements from some of my, you know, older albums on this joint. Premieres the link, you know what I mean? We were speaking about him before in the interview, you know what I mean? He's like one of my all-time favorite producers, man. So big up Primo, R.I.P. Google, peace.
Rakim, I just want to say thank you so much for coming to Nottingham, for taking the time out of your life to still spread the message of hip hop. I think literally every single person has left Rescue Rooms tonight inspired. Every rapper's gonna go home and write a rap.
Yeah, that's
no
dope.
doubts about it.
That's dope.
Every
and that's what we
do
try to do. You know what I mean? And because I know, like when I was young and I went and seen the Cold Crush for the first time, I don't think I went to sleep that night. I went home all night, right? You know what I mean? I was like, yo, I just seen Grandmaster Caz. You know what I mean? Big up Nottingham, man. I love y'all. Thanks for the love and support, you know, through the years. And like I said, man, that 6-7 day boat ride is nuts. I'll be back, you know what I mean? I'll be back. No.
And you've just heard Rakim here with Ms Tempz, breaking it down in terms of hip hop. Right there is the
Welcome to the first episode of Industry Insider with me, your girl, Ms Tempz. Now, there's a lot of things happening and going on in the industry all around the globe. I'm here to highlight it. So if you do have something to contribute, contact Ms Tempz. For all the fans, supporters and lovers of lovers rock music, BBC recently aired their brand new film called Small Axe. A lot of people generally are saying that they don't think it's a reflection of what lovers rock music was like in the UK back in those days. They felt disrespected almost by the fact that they felt that the true coverage and the true reflection of lovers rock music wasn't really reflected in the film whatsoever, feeling that maybe the director, the person that wrote it, never attended any of those blues parties. Had he ever attended, he then would have got a true reflection of what it really was like. That's the sort of banter that's been going around on social media all this week and last week. Are we happy with this film, BBC? No, we're not really. What we're asking for is, if you are going to cover a genre like Lovers Rock, please make sure that it is covered correctly, because it is a genre that is very close to a lot of people's hearts. Let me know what your opinions are on the channel Industry Insider. Don't forget to subscribe and like the channel. Look out for future hosts and guests on the Industry Insider Show. It's already jam-packed, so every single week you know where to lock in. This week, social media has been on fire, and the only subject really speaking is Duchavelli. Duchavelli, who is quite popular on social media, seems to always be on Instagram, where he's got 632,000 followers. Now, how many of these followers are age-worthy to really be on there? And that's going to be something that we're going to explore through Industry Insider, because alleged Duchavelli has been sending messages to underage girls. It's not a good look, people. It is not a good look. This week must be just one big myth for Duchavelli, because it's just been non-stop, starting with messages that has been leaked from his Instagram, Twitter blowing up, other artists sending for him for those messages, and then some of those private messages were shared, and it was all about his interaction with underage girls. There's been multiple screen recordings of users scrolling through Duchavelli's alleged Instagram DMs. Some of them are being retweeted extensively since they came around on Friday, November the 20th, 2020. People were sharing the messages like crazy. That's when they realised that Duchavelli's Instagram was hacked. It was her talking about living with him, having babies with him, and having to walk in the closet when they lived together. But I'm not going to lie, some people still brushed it off. Thought it was some kind of banter. People, is that banter to you? Yeah, you're a big grown man and you're talking to, even if you knew this 14-year-old girl, you're talking to a 14-year-old girl about having babies, about living together. How can you brush that off? How are you able to brush that off? Well, I don't know really what's going on. I don't know if people are being paid off. I don't know if legal people are getting involved. But where you would expect people to kind of come out in those kind of situations, especially when you're so exposed, the young girl's mother actually sent out a message saying that she's clearing Duchavelli. A word of advice for all these young girls in big man's DMs: don't be doing it. You know why? Because it's going to get yourself into a situation that you might not be able to handle. So my word of advice is, for all you young girls in big man's DMs, stop. And to the mums out there, understand and know what your young teen daughters are getting up to in their DMs. Don't be shy to ask. Avoid this kind of situation. So what do you think, people, then? So all of these allegations have come out. Voice notes have been leaked. Actual messages have been leaked from his account. He's not denying that he doesn't know this girl. He's saying it's his ex-manager's daughter. You know, that kind of... But what he's not saying is that, no, I didn't move to young girls. Well, you know, someone's accusing you of that kind of thing. That, you know what I mean? But it's all calm and collected, like. And Duchavelli, we hear you are laid up in Dubai, right? Carefree. Well, in the UK, your posters are currently being teared down, graffitied over and everything. So it ain't a good look, bro. The queen of reggae music, Marcia Griffiths, celebrates her 71st birthday this week. Oh, hail Marcia Griffiths, the true queen of reggae music. Among the list of celebrities out there tweeting across social media for the Queen's birthday, Cecile says, "Happy birthday, Queen. Long time we don't buck up on road, you know." She also said, "This lady is a beautiful lady and such a joy." Dancehall artist Tanya Stephens also saluted Marcia Griffiths, calling her a queen. Another star, Popcorn, also had a few kind words to say about the legendary singer. He said, "Happy birthday, Queen. We love you," he said on his Instagram story. Marcia Griffiths, who started her career in 1964, had made a major mark in reggae music. She made sweet music as a member of the I3s, a trio of backing singers which supported Bob Marley and the Wailers. Later, as a solo act, she topped charts with Electric Boogie. In 2014, she has received an Order of Distinction from the Jamaican government for her contribution to the music. The same year, she also celebrated 50 years in music. So we want to continue to say happy birthday to Marcia Griffiths, who has been such an inspirational artist. She has dedicated her life to reggae music and she has produced some of the most outstanding songs. She is the true queen of reggae. She is the true voice of reggae and she is the vocals of female reggae artists consistently over 50 years. The spotlight is on Chipmunk, who celebrated his 30th birthday this week. So big up and happy birthday to Chipmunk. The grime scene saviour Chipmunk dropped a brand new video this week on Grime Daily, racking up about 37,000 views on the premiere of Twitter, on Grime Daily's Twitter, and it was only a 15-second teaser, showing the strength of Chipmunk's fans, not only in the UK, but across the globe. Not only was Chipmunk celebrating his 30th birthday, he was also celebrating 15 years in the game, in the grime scene, in the culture. So on a big up and salute to Chipmunk, he set a lot of levels for the grime scene back in the early days when grime was just purely about man and man spitting bars at each other. It was about those kind of visuals from the early days when social media was just popping. It was about the passion, it was about the bars, it was about the delivery. Chipmunk definitely set levels and he's known to be one of those artists who's got a little bit more of a cheeky style about him. His bars are a little bit more complex. He knows, he understands how to write music, and he also crossed over, so we have to give him his props. And we also want to say from Industry Insider, happy birthday Chipmunk. Sheng Yang, aka Sheng Sia, is dropping a brand new line. Eyelashes is out. Industry Insider's top 10 social chart. Top 10 most social tunes. The top 10 most social charts. Number 10, Queen Amiga and Gold Up, Ready. Number 9,
do the thing then quickly fly up to the
D.E.E. Skepta, Don.
Man got around cause the helicopter under the bridge cause the helicopter.
Number 8,
Vibes Cartel, Petra,
Number 7,
Still do it like Teddy, bruh. I know
it's
them moves and minis,
Lowski with
bruh.
Teddy
One eye like
Buckshot
Teddy,
2.
bruh. Fortune teller, they tell me luck.
Number 6,
Yeah, right about you. Found an anomaly.
Intense and Eyewater.
See in the scene, ambiance. Now play a domino, now pass, play a gather, bro.
Number 5,
Cool off, fill it up, low steam, Mr. Ox, got
Brad,
to the beat,
Her
square,
Majesty.
step on street, man, and keep it G. Come to the niggas like the bad bees, get back, don't try hop on
Number
that
4,
cause I energy, I got both.
Ray Black featuring Iberian Doll, Love Stick. Number 3,
Boy, I feel shut up like Stan.
it's a big entry from Popcorn and Lowski.
I was stuck up on a block like Spider-Man. My bro was like Iron Man.
Number 2,
Please don't talk about drip, cause that's a
No
lifestyle
leg,
you really don't
corn.
get. You wore the same mask in both of your vids. Your watches
and
in real.
reigning in at number 1,
You're cute and little, you know,
UK
shape like no
bass.
turtle. Funny hop, like you a
Super
jump over
Nitro.
hurdle. Me want you for tick
Tick
tock,
one.
pass in a circle. Tick it and a tuck it and a tick it in a circle.
the MOBO Awards, a UK, well, what they're calling a ceremony. Are you going to be locked in? We're looking for some hot performances. We're looking for some show-stopping stuff happening from the MOBO Awards. MOBO Awards, do not let us down. It's that time of year again. It's time for the MOBO Awards. It's going to be a 90-minute award ceremony in honor of Black culture across the music entertainment. As always, they're promising the awards are going to be full of fun and dynamic events. Over the years, the MOBO Awards have had their highs and they have had their lows, with people saying it is the best thing since sliced bread. Others are saying it isn't representing the UK in the right way. However, they have said they are going to articulate their vision of how they want the future to be. They've said this is the year in which so many voices have been raised higher than ever, in protest, in mourning, but also in celebration of the incredible contributions that Black culture has made all over the world. So MOBOs continues to believe in the power of the culture to bring people together. That we do have to rate and respect them for. They're calling it a virtual ceremony and it's going to be streamed exclusively on YouTube at 7 p.m. GMT. So many people being disappointed over the years with MOBO Awards. They've let the UK down on many occasions over the years. It hasn't been a good look. So what is the MOBO Awards really going to do to rectify the problems that the UK people have seen over the years time and time again? MOBO Awards, let's make sure it's done properly, yeah? Okay then, so let's take a look at some of the nominations. Rap Titan 9 leads the pack with 5 nominations, including Best Male Act, Album of the Year and Video of the Year. Ivorian Doll, Best Newcomer, amongst others, including Duchavelli, I'm very surprised to see. Hip Hop King Nines leads the 2020 MOBO Awards nominations. He's 30 years old from West London and he's going to be up for Best Male Act, Best Hip Hop Act, Best Album of the Year, Best Video of the Year and Best Album. Also on the 9th of December, between the hours of 7 and 9 p.m, DJ Target will dedicate his whole show to the MOBO Awards 2020, which is going to include special performances and interviews. So that's it then, people. What are you thinking about the MOBO Awards? They've certainly taken a lot of heat in the past, with comments such as it's not really representing us, with comments such as we want to see more real people on there. This year, what are you thinking? Has there been good changes made? Are you going to be tuning in? Are you somebody who is a fan of the MOBO Awards, or are you somebody who just thinks it's dead? Here at Industry Insider, we are looking forward to the MOBO Awards. It's a big look for the UK scene, the music industry in general, and it's a way for the UK artists to be recognised for all their hard work and success that they've been having over the recent years. And for all Sound Clash enthusiasts, there's only one place to be. It's www.addictedtoclash.com. Big up to every single person that's actually took the time out to watch the first episode of Industry Insider. Enough love and respects going out to you guys. Don't forget though to like and subscribe the channel on Industry Insider.